Welcome back to the DreamHack Showdown Summer 2020. My name is Frankie Ward, and joining me on the desk right now, I have got Veerless and Vilga. Veerless, welcome to the desk, the first time you've joined us in North America. And how have you found these first two series today?
Pretty exciting. I mean, I casted the first game. It was great to be back here once again. And the second game, man, that was one close one. I definitely enjoy watching it.
And Vilga, how are you finding the desk so far?
Amazing. Pretty tired already. It's 1 a.m. for me, so 6 more hours. I can't even imagine what's going to happen to me.
So you're going to be predicting 2-0s then for the final two games?
Please.
We want close Counter-Strike, but we want two maps for the sake of Vilga, who is in Moscow. So she's 2 hours ahead of me in London. I think we're all an hour apart in terms of time difference. But of course, the games we're covering, they're taking place on North American servers because, of course, this is the North American event. And we're going to take a look at the bracket and have a look at the 6 teams who are in the running for that $10,000 top prize. So as you can see already, Able Esports White, they took on Dangerous Games and they have made it through to our next series, our first upper bracket semi. And that's what she said, just be out Silhouette in a very closely contested series. And they'll be facing CLD Red next. And we don't have much time to talk about this match because we are packing in 4 best of 3 series in one epic evening. So we've got to talk about Dignitas. They're one of the most established teams in the women's scene, but currently they don't have a regular 5th player. They've got Artstar, who retired from full-time competitive CS back in May. I don't know if we know why she left the squad though, Vilga. Is that something you're familiar with?
In February this year, both of us, my team and Dignitas, we played the Girl Gamer event and we played in the finals and won them. And right after this event, they cut Artstar. So I guess it was the reason that they lost. They lost, and that was the reason why they cut Artstar.
And
but they're still they told me that they split on good terms, and Artstar suggested her role to be a singer for this event, and now they're still in good relationships.
Yeah, and they're also practicing for Valorant as well. It seems like Dignitas is such a busy team, especially as Emily is also a full-time nurse, as well as being there all for an in-game leader as well. Veerless, is there a particular player that you've got your eyes on from Dignitas?
Oh, I'm more or less looking at the duo of Rain and Emily because they've been playing for so long together, and it's just going to be great to see them together now with my own eyes in front of my own computer in the comfort of my own home. And I'm just very excited. These 2 players are pretty much absolute legends in the NA scene. They've been around for so long. And I have a feeling they can definitely pull off a very good performance here tonight.
Now, in your opinion, Vilga, are Dignitas a bit like Originum, a team that has a lot of expectation on their shoulders and a team that almost enjoys that pressure?
Yeah, definitely. But I can say that they're emotionally based teams, so every time they're hyping each other, they're just winning rounds. They're unstoppable. It's honestly so hard to play against them, when they're just winning round by round. But they just need to keep this, mentality up all the time. In this case, they will never lose.
Well, moving on to Able Esports White, because we don't have long until we get into this series, I personally feel like we didn't see their full game earlier. They didn't have to respect Dangerous Game as an opponent, but now they're up against Dignitas. So you're expecting a more conservative playstyle, Veerless?
I do think so. Now they were able to push a lot of things. There was pretty much no resistance coming back from their opponent. So in this case, they definitely need to adapt. And I'm curious to see if they are able to pull that off. Because now it was relatively easy. They can feel, maybe it actually helps them because they can kind of grow their confidence coming into this game. But it's definitely going to be a hard task for them. And maybe we will go to a 3rd map today.
It's also going to be interesting to see Bouchard against Dignitas, who they tried out before.
Yeah, I mean,
she wasn't the perfect fit for them. That's what they said.
That's really interesting though, because we learned from that interview with Kimmy was that Able essentially placed Bouchard at the center of their attack. So they're going to be supporting whatever she wants to do with nades and flashes and things. But then if Bouchard goes out early, Vilga, where does that leave them?
Well, we'll see. Just need to see. I think she wants to prove them wrong. So I'm sure she'll do her best in this match.
Yeah, and that could maybe have the opposite effect, because if she's putting all that pressure on herself and she suddenly doesn't thrive under that pressure in that first map, then maybe that could go in the opposite direction psychologically.
Definitely.
Harry described Able Esports' white approach to the game as bread and butter Counter-Strike. How would you describe it, Vilga?
Playing their default was doing them really good, but then as we saw, as soon as they got this advantage, they just started, slipping off and they started losing the rounds. So they just need to hold their grounds as soon as they get the pick. That's what I think will win them games.
Well, we're going into the map veto right now. Able, they've banned out Nuke. Dignitas has banned out Vertigo. That's no surprise. We're going to Inferno. We're going to see Train again. Vilga, Dignitas picking out Train again. It's a favorite. I'm guessing, Vilga, we're going to see Emily with her AWP thriving on that map.
Yeah, definitely. Her AWP is so good. She's fearless. She's just like she's like Anna, my teammate. Every time she makes a kill with an AWP, she takes her pistol. She would just kill 3 more with her pistol. She's impressive.
Do you think we're going to get to Overpass, Fearless?
Ooh, well, actually, maybe with the Train in there, maybe that will do good for their confidence, and maybe they're able to take it. So, potentially, I do think so.
Although Able, they picked Inferno, and of course Dignitas are going to know that map. Emily says that they have one of the deepest map pools in the competition, or at least, actually, I think I'm confusing her with CLG Red. CLG Red's Die had said that to Vilga, but I'm pretty sure that Dignitas, they're also going to be very confident. They've been playing this game for an incredibly long time, and they've been succeeding at it as well. But we want to see what Twitch chat are saying in terms of the votes. You guys can now cast your vote using the hashtags on screen. AE for Able Esports White and hashtag Dig for a Dig win today. And Vilga, I'm going to come to you to get your prediction for this upper bracket semi. Who do you think is going to take it?
I think it's gonna be Dignitas.
And Vilga? Sorry, Fearless. I'm sorry.
Vilga and Vilga.
We've got 2 Vs. It's literally, it's a double V. It's a double U on the desk. What are you saying, Vilga? Sorry, Fearless.
It's all right. No, I'm gonna have to go with Vilga on this one and go for Dignitas too.
See, that's exactly what I was thinking you were going to say. I'm also with the V as well. So there you go. We're like 3 Vs on the desk now. We're all saying it's going to be Dignitas. Vote results. Let's find out what Twitch chat are saying. Okay, yep, you guys in Twitch chat are saying that as well. We almost didn't even need to call that result. We've got to head to a break, but when we come back, we've got a dream team in Moses and Potter casting this series.
It's alright together, all our lives, a new start is inside. We're falling, it feels right. It's okay to hold me. You know where I wanna be. It's okay to hold me. Take me to places, just one touch amazes. I'm all yours, no questions. I'm broken, affection. It's okay to hold me. You know where I wanna be. It's okay to hold me.
Welcome back to the DreamHack Showdown. Able Esports taking on Dignitas. Potter, is Dignitas the best female team in the world?
You better believe that they are not the best female team in the world. They are far from it. They did have a couple of good tournaments, from in the past few years, but they are a team that they can make it to the semifinals, and generally they're even good to make it to the finals. But in these last few events, they haven't really been able to find that extra oomph to be able to go over the finish line and get that W. It's kind of been the CLG Red and the Besiktas story, or the Originum now. But Dignitas, and even in this event, the biggest question mark for me is we heard Frankie and the lovely ladies on the desk talking about it, is our star isn't even their permanent fifth anymore. She's kind of ringing back in to the squad, and they're splitting their time between Valorant and CSGO. So how much of an effect does that have on the ladies? So a lot of question marks for me coming into this series.
I don't know. They probably got way more flashbangs to play with today in this game than they've ever had in Valorant. So we'll see if they can put them to good use. Inferno. Gonna be map number 1. Dignitas on the CT side. Able Esports. Okay, so Able Esports White is how they're officially called. Don't ever screw that up. Thea gonna push down middle, and all of a sudden into alt mid. A lot of pressure towards the B bomb site, but it's gonna be a fast 2 women flank coming in banana, 2 rotating over. They can't stop Able. They have to take over this bomb site right here, right now. And Emily is waiting in the back, and there's a lot of damage done. Nice tap onto the head, and staying alive, getting 2. How is she still alive?
She survived just long enough, Jason. But Bouchard, she's hopping in. She's getting involved. She finds a good kill, and Smiley's doing so much damage. This is buying a lot of time. And time is, they've got plenty of it. And Smiley, she's just almost sealing the deal here. Nice double peek as well, coming out from Able Esports. So, that was, Able Esports did not stop. Sure, there was a small pause in there. Sapphire, she was already in the bomb site. So I think there was maybe a disconnect. Maybe Sapphire, she expected a little bit more of a resistance, a little bit more of a defense, but she made it into that site so easily. And Emily, she survived, man. She's a survivor.
I'd be so mad if I'm Emily and we lost that pistol round. 2 kills, and you survived for like 3 different magazines of that pistol, or clips, or whatever it is for pistols. I don't even know. That's crazy. That's even crazier. -1 kills for Exile.
You hate to see it. That's sometimes you clip a side of the wall, and the grenade just, it's not your friend, Jason.
No, sometimes it's really not. Oh dear. Or it's fine for Exile. The nade is her friend. It's not so much Smiley's friend. Neither is Exile, for that matter. Either way, 5-on-4. There's no armor picked up for Dignitas. It was a nade stack from them as well, so they've kind of run out of resources to battle with in this round. I think Able should be just fine in recovering, unless Thea does something absolutely mental here and shuts everyone down. This is 2 rounds in a row. She's going to be, having a tough time of things. Thea backing away behind this smoke and back into construction as well. So give up the bomb site and see what happens after this.
Yeah, that's an easy B bomb site given away by Dig. Artstar's got good position. That's some good dinks. A lot of damage. Holy. This is Dignitas coming through with just pistols.
Oh, there's still a MAC-10 though, and it's on Sapphire. They're lined up. She's got 2 Glocks out and a 3rd as well. She eventually falls, and now Kimmy, no HP, and there's plenty of time. Oh, but that's sneaky through the smoke. That's the round-winning play.
She just flipped right past. Ninja vanished into that smoke, and that was definitely the best play that she could have made on such low HP. Milk, no kit on her back. She's just gonna have to save it. This was such a well-played round for Kimmy. For something to recover from just, sloppiness. I gotta say it, just sloppiness coming out from Able, because that was just pistols on Dignitas in that round.
The whole round was rough. The nade TK, getting destroyed by that boost over the smoke, and the spawn choke point as well. The MAC-10 on the flank, everything was pretty brutal. So 2-0, they get away with 1. It's certainly going to be a force up from Dignitas. You have to feel they know they've got the economy at a breaking point as we do get a timeout. Since I opened up this map asking you if Dignitas was the best women's team in the world, what would be? I'm assuming it would be like CLG Red, Originum, and Dignitas in some ranking in the top 3.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think Dig can absolutely fight for that rank 3 and 4. They've been doing it for many years. But you're spot on. It's certainly CLG Red potentially in that number 1, number 2 position along with Originum, and that's really kind of been the case here for many years as well. But I actually, Jason, I needed to hit back on that sloppy round, just the round before. I needed to point out the fact that Smiley kind of initiated everything. You saw her setting up that smoke grenade towards that logs, but she was also the player with the SMG, with that MAC-10. So I just think that when they go back and take a look at this round, it would have been great if Smiley was the one, after she throws that smoke, to kind of run in with her flashbang out, and kind of lead the charge with that SMG. And, you know, those are the small details that we're kind of missing, I think, with some of these up and coming female teams, is to have that initiative, be the player to understand that, you know, my main focus and objective here is going to be to gain that space.
Listen, we got a lot of those gaps showing in North American men's Counter-Strike as well, so we're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
It's a disaster all across the board. Nade down middle. Deep smoke and banana. Delayed take, it looks like, between Rain and Milk. It seems like they want to swing wide, and indeed they will. Nade towards logs, but Abel just backs off again, vanishes into the smoke, and doesn't want anything to do with the battle, except for Kimmy on the other side of the smoke.
That's unlucky. Rain finds almost a freebie just through the smoke, just listening to that sound cue. Kimmy's going to want to redo that round. And all of a sudden, it's just kind of come to a standstill at the moment. Still, there's some smokes at top middle and the bottom banana. I do think that they're going to replenish the smoke at the bottom B. That's a nice flashbang, just teeing up Thea for that easy kill. And this is just Dig dominating, but Sapphire, I mean, that's something. Finding 2 kills, sure, bomb is down, but it's kind of about that economy game at this point.
Yeah, and one more kill. There's an opportunity for it. 2 players peeking down mid. Now, if she knows the second player, she can go find a 1 versus 1 at the B bomb site. That might be her best chance, but she commits to middle. Now she's got to back off just a little bit up banana. And certainly she knows somebody's going to be here, using that smoke to cover her flank, and Emilite is ready and waiting. So 2-1 for Abel over Dignitas, but that was a relatively clean first rifle round for Dig.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, Dig kind of had full control, and it really started off with that kill from Rain there through the smoke. We talked about it. But even just that second step in boosting up into that half wall and making it as clean as possible, that was great. And Sapphire, I mean, those 2 kills kind of constellation prizes as well. So good things coming out from both sides of the board. And Abel, they're just on pistols, but this is a full buy. This is almost a full investment coming out of Abel. And oh, that's dirty. That's filthy coming out of Thea. Nice wallbang for her.
Yeah, that's great. And I think on a round like this, I wonder if she knows, if she wisens up to say, okay, they're on probably an eco or a force buy. If I get that spam right there, likely going to be some kind of a waterfall. Could also just be me making things up because I can see the minimap. Thea gonna spray him down. Double kill for her as well. Oh, and almost able to back away into safety, but still. Triple kill for her, even in death, and we're all tied up.
Some good synergy coming out of Thea and Artstar towards this A bomb site. Just right off the bat, these first 2 rounds that Dig actually put up on the board, it was clean. It was proactive. Nice amount of aggression with the perfect amount of teamwork thrown in there as well. So that's certainly a good recipe and a good start for Dig right off the bat.
Yeah, they've got to be happy with this so far. Especially recovering in the way they have. More presence towards top banana. Sapphire just holding a flashbang, ready to go, but oh my god, they're all getting lined up and they just get demolished by a nade. This flashbang, I don't even think it's gonna do enough. Yeah, that was just 1 HE grenade. If it was 2, they would have all been dead. Either way, gun's not out for the Dig defense, and that almost causes a huge collapse, but Rain is gonna back away. She's got a teammate here. There's no more utility for Abel. They should just be going down in just a matter of time.
Good support flashbangs coming out from the Dig side to help Rain out here. And yeah, you're right. I mean, you pointed it out right from the get-go. They only had the one flashbang to work with. And, you know, that one flashbang, it actually paid huge dividends because there were so many blind bodies across the board towards that top banana. But those Glocks, they can be pesky, but a good hold coming out of Rain.
Yeah, I mean, just staying alive once her teammate went down was quite nice. 1 round lead for Dig. And it's starting to get a bit of money behind him as well. ArtStar's got 6,400. No AWP making an appearance quite yet. Rain still on the old M4A1. Actually, so is Emily, as I say that.
Yeah, and this is a heavy haul stack here. Bouchard, she's got to be ready. And as I say that, she's got the sound cue. She's actually just heard Emily run back, and that might throw her off, but good find for Smiley. This actually opens up so much Thea. She's all alone towards this halls, and if she's able to find a couple kills and control this area, that's going to be huge.
Oh, but they both went down.
Yeah, that's A site just gone right away.
That's a nice little pinch into the bomb site to get those kills at that timing. However, Rain's flank is going to be pretty fast, all things considered, although she slows it down, decides to go all the way towards halls. And it looks like there's a double pit setup, which I think is the absolute worst case scenario for that halls flank. And Milk is going to have to just sit and wait for her teammate to get into position. And I mean, just the same thing. No utility up for Dig on this retake, so it's going to be all muscle, all brawn as they come in. And Rain hoping, praying for a peek. It's all down to timing. If anyone looks in this direction, they're going to go down. Milk gets the first kill. Oh, the jump from Rain, mistimed, and both players in pit still alive, and this round is all but over. All tied up. A nice round from Able Esports.
A really nice round from Able Esports. And man, that was so close actually for Dig, especially considering, I mean, you said they had no utility, which actually, it made me wonder where the heck was all their utility, because all of the action was towards A and towards middle right from the beginning of the round. And then all of a sudden, I mean, they just had zero utility to kind of help them out in that retake. But either way, we're into it. And Emily, again, she's not on the AWP. And the money, I mean, at this point, Dig, this is a must-win round situation for them.
Yeah, it would hurt if they got reset. Kimmy has had a really tough time at this B bomb site. She's been naded and killed by a teammate. She's been killed through smoke. She's been naded through a smoke as well from the defensive side. So she's having a really difficult half so far, and we're just only 6 rounds in. This is a fantastic start to the round for Dignitas. Look at all the damage that they've done. Even though they haven't gotten any kills, they haven't taken much damage in return. And I mean, these Able Esports players are so softened up that there's going to be multi-kills across the board.
Yeah, you say that, but that mid control, it's under Able Esports' control right now. Bouchard, oh, she's feeling good right now, Jason. She's feeling herself, so she's kind of poke and prod around towards mid, and this just kind of solidifies this mid control for Able. So I think they can do a lot. At the moment, if you look at the minimap, though, all of Dig, 3 members overstacked towards B.
I'm calling a triple kill on Thea right now. Who knows if it'll happen? Thea, down low, she gets 0. All right, I might have cursed her. That's my bad. ArtStar is going to go down next. And yeah, you're exactly right. That rotation, that cheat towards the B bomb site, they were dead wrong. It's going to be Able taking a lead, not only in the scoreboard, but in the economy as well. Man, I don't know if they realize it quite yet. Maybe they do from practice or something, but there's a huge advantage in the way that Able is using their utility and the way Dignitas is, because Dignitas is spending all their nades very early in these rounds. And if Able is able to just be patient and wait, they're going to find a defense that's out of Molotovs, out of flashbangs, out of smokes, whenever they decide to hit a bomb site late in the round.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you even pointed it out, is all that utility, sure, it did so much splash damage in the beginning. We saw how squished up all of the Able Esports ladies were. But at that point, they still they didn't have the map control that they needed off the back of the utility that they were just freely threw out on the map. So definitely the lack of map control with just burning all that utility early on, it was completely an Able Esports favor, even though they were so low. So coming into this, as I mentioned in that freeze time earlier, that was an absolute must-win round for Dig. And look at their money. They're broke.
Man, it's crazy. They did all the damage with nades, and the rifles themselves did absolutely nothing for Dig. So, yeah, they get destroyed. Nice flashbang over. Oh, Sapphire's so worried about 3 different angles. A nice opening pick. Emily sticking around to challenge a little bit more. Her teammate is in ult mid and can't really get away, and especially with that kind of a shot from Exile, I think at this point it's all about saving Emily's M4 at this point. And Able Esports going to get a 5th round up.
Yeah, surely a save will be coming out. Although Thea, she's done so much damage. That's not information that Dig are aware about. But Thea, she's gonna go for more. She's gonna try to sniff out, see if she can't find herself a gun. But Emily, she's got a kit, Jason.
Uh-oh, they're gonna go for this now, surely. That double kill from Artstar, now picking up an AK-47. Yeah, this is winnable. Time to go. No nades for Artstar and Emulate, but they're both working their way up, wrapping around just by coffins at the moment, looking to clear out Dark. Molotov towards back left is going to get nothing, and they're going to double peek. There goes Exile, but it's at the cost of the life of Emily. And remember, she had the armor. Artstar with the kid is not going to stick this, which means it's pretty much over until she hits the headshot. Now she's definitely got it, and that's a steal and a half. We're all tied up at 4.
Oh man, some of these rounds, Able, they looked to be in full control, and these are rounds that Dig, they probably have no business winning, but all that damage that Thea did through the smoke, just spamming her USPS, really kind of teed them up for this actual retake. And that kit on the back of Emily comes through in the end as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Also, just the very nice headshot by Artstar, not even letting the opposition get away. That was about the last chance she had to get that kill and get that defuse in time. Otherwise, it's all over. So, what a great clutch. What a great nade. What a great shot through smoke. It's Kimmy again. She needs to just stay away from that smoke. I think it's time to just take a step back.
Take a step back. Take
it's
a
not
deep
my
breath,
game.
Kimmy.
I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm out. Someone else take B.
Yeah, man, it's brutal. It is so brutal. And I mean, Kimmy, she's trying to do her damnedest to apply some sort of pressure. And I mean, that sort of pressure, it needs to be there, right? I mean, you can't just afford to keep silent. But I at this point, I think you're right, Jason. She probably wants to approach it just a little bit more differently. And this stack for Artstar and Emily, man, they've got everything under control here. They've got the map control. Arch, it seems to be closed for business. I'm not sure if Able are going to be able to find that sort of a hole here in middle.
I'm actually surprised if Able missed an opportunity. They heard 2 players spamming through the smoke. They could have hit the A bomb site. And instead, it's well defended here. Thea and Pitt, nice flash to slow everyone down. Using the cover of the half wall very well. And Smiley's next. Double kill for Thea and Pitt. Double kill for Emily as well. And again, a 1-round lead for Dig.
And Thea's doing such a fantastic job towards that big pick. You know, we saw her even getting the spam in halls. This time around, we see her being that anchor player towards that big pit, just surviving after she gets that first kill, even kind of using her movement around that pillar there almost to perfection. So definitely good synergy between her and Emily to hold the fort down towards that A. And Able Esports, all of a sudden, they're just on pistols. But we've seen these pistols coming through and having a huge impact in this series so far. And this time around, they have a little bit more utility to work with. This is looking almost like a deja vu. Ooh, that's good communication coming out of Able here, though.
Well, I mean, at least this time they stayed a bit far back in case there were some nades, but they had that same pop flash lined up. The question now, yeah, it could be. Rain, that smoke is a little late. The Molotov is put out. They're going to go right through it. A couple get by, but that's a good recovery. Once those kills come in from Rain, all that potential danger disappears. And Kimmy, last one left in a 1 versus 4. She's got that Tech 9. She wants to plant, but she feels like she has to hunt one down first, and she's at least going to get that. Emily now with the AK-47 handles it decently. 6-4.
Decently handled for sure. And here we go. This is going to be a strong buy coming out of Able Esports. A very strong buy, actually. And, you know, these rounds, they've kind of come down to the wire. I think Able, they've gotten the map control that they wanted. Most of the time, they've been able to actually get that B control and that top mid control. And at that point, I think these trades, they're going kind of in Dig's favor. You can see it. I mean, that synergy between Thea and Emily towards that A, or Rain and Artstar towards that B, it's holding strong in those crossfires. They're able to hold down the fort more often than not.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. It's looking good so far. 6-4, recovering quite nicely in this game, especially after losing pistol. And another timeout is called, as I'm assuming Abel wants to talk some things over. I was very confused, Christine, when we started this game, because I thought that Sapphire was, Sapphire. I was scratching my head and I was very curious. I've since discovered that is not the case.
I'm not gonna lie, I had the same thought myself, but no, that's not the case. This is a different Sapphire, and actually this Sapphire is 20 years old. She's 20 years old. She just joined ESEA in 2015, so fairly new to the scene. Actually, two very new players, Kimmy on Abel White as well, just joined ESEA in 2017. So definitely newer players coming around the block. And these two players are the players that kind of opened my eyes a little bit in their first series to start off this morning. I mean, they seem to have a lot of that 16-year-old aim that I always refer to, kind of just whippy, kind of fast reflexes in the server, really willing to get involved and in the action. So definitely I'm keeping an eye out on these two players, Jason. I think they're going to be exciting to
They hold great promise. Well, the older Sapphire that we know and love has a couple of championships underneath their belt. So, let's see. This one's got quite the legacy to live up to.
For sure. Okay, so we're having tech issues at the moment.
Yeah, this is an extended timeout. At this point in the timeout, it's not tactical. It's all technical. But the magic is if you bring it up and talk about it, it gets fixed immediately. So that's pretty cool.
You've got the powers, Jason.
I know. Well, I mean, I jinx everyone, and now I'm just able to help out in tech pauses as well. So my powers are all over the place. 2-round lead. Full utility, full weapons for both sides. Again, the nade damage is just absolutely insane for Dig. I think Abel, they need to just have like a little chat and say, no, 15 seconds. Like, let's just call a pause for 15 seconds at the start of the round. Don't go to any of these close-up positions. Just start avoiding nade damage.
Stay out of those choke points, for sure.
It seems like something you wouldn't have to expressly state, but, we are where we are. The nice thing is they've saved so much of their own utility.
Yeah, and I think that's absolutely going to be the key factor here moving forward. Artstar, we've seen okay, that's not fair. Emily just takes out Sapphire through the smoke, just continuing on her spray, and Sapphire is just left wondering what the hell just happened. And now that's going to kind of encourage Thea. That's a lot of map control down. She knows that Abel, they're going to have to pause at this point. Bouchard's going to get caught with her knife out. That was the perfect timing for Thea to kind of re-aggress, be proactive. And Abel Esports now exile. She's going to try to test her luck towards this middle area. But man, Abel, they're down to 3 players. Emily's already spotted them out. She's probably going to get a flashbang from one of her teammates. There it is. And yeah, this is just Dig looking so in control.
Yeah, that was quite nice. I was a little bit worried about Emily. I keep trying to say Emily. I don't know why. Emily's repeated peeking.
It's that goddamn H, Jason.
I know. That H is such a pain in the ass. The consistent repeaking is a little worrying, but it sets it up perfectly for the flashbang, especially when she's not picked off. So that's well done on the defensive side of things. She's got 11 kills. So does Thea. So well played so far. 3-round lead now for Dig, going into round 12.
And a very fast-paced middle coming out for Abel. They're already up mid, and Artstar gets another one through the smoke. I mean, we've been seeing this just all half long. Emily, she's got Artstar's back. No need to worry there. And this is just full control coming out for Dig.
Didn't someone kill that? Yeah, I think there was an odd kill through a smoke that actually saved Artstar's life. I don't even think it's necessarily meant to get that kill, but it worked out just perfectly. Could be wrong, of course. 8-4
No,
in the favor of
that's
Dig.
what happened. That's definitely what happened.
I was looking at the kill feed trying to find like the through smoke icon and I couldn't see it, but that's what I figured occurred. So far so good for Dig. This is a nice little run from them. I think this is what now up to stretches to 5 rounds in a row, I believe, for Dig.
Yeah, but look at this. Able, they're full HP in the beginning of the round. This is definitely a first for these ladies. You know, they're able to dodge a lot of that initial damage in the beginning. This might encourage them to take a little bit more duels, a little bit more fights, and Sapphire already opens things up in the beginning, taking out Emily and Rain. She gets taken out as well through that Molotov.
Ooh, it's getting crazy. It's getting weird. But Artstar and Thea are here to defend this A bomb site. It's Milk all alone at B. And the problem at the moment, if you're Milk and Dig, is you have really put yourself in a position that doesn't allow you to get any information. By the time they turn that corner and attack into the bomb site, she's playing it, I believe, second oranges. She's going to know absolutely nothing. So it's all up to this play from Thea to get the information. And she should have a freebie of a kill. Bouchard comes back and she can't win the battle. That's massive. And Bouchard's going to call her entire team back. Bomb is still down in middle, and this definitely splits up Artstar and Milk.
Yeah, at the moment, I mean, you said it, Milk. There's so much on her shoulders at the moment. Being the lone player, she's actually in a pretty damn good spot. That flashbang is not going to do anything. She finds the first, finds the second, and Sapphire, thank goodness she's able to get that trade. She absolutely needed it. And Artstar, she's got a kit on her back, a flashbang, full HP. She's actually super poised to make this retake happen. Oh, this corner player is going to be everything. I don't think Artstar is going to... Okay, this bait, it does make it a little bit obvious now. I think Artstar should have a good idea, but nice reaction coming out for Sapphire to be able to secure that one. Oh, that got my heart going, Jason. I thought I saw a world where that bait comes back and just bites them in the butt there.
That was a very harsh bait from Sapphire. She was really waiting all the way until the end to make that peak happen. Still, coming out with the win is all that matters. Nicely done from Able Esports. Nade down mid, and again, no damages dealt from utility. They've learned all the common nade patterns from Dig, and now they don't take the damage. I say that.
Jason!
I know, I've done it again. It's actually is magical at this point in time.
Jason, sabotaging Able Esports since round 1. But here we are, Kimmy once again just losing almost half of her HP. I think that's okay though. I think she's kind of dealt with it all half long.
I was gonna say
at this point.
At this point, she's just got to be happy she's still alive with the way things have gone against her.
Yeah, definitely so. And Dig, we're seeing this again. They're burning a lot of utility in the beginning of the round. 1 minute still left on the clock, and I like the coordination coming out of Dig, but I don't think they necessarily need to be using so much utility because they've had so much control. And there's that flashbang to push Milk off the corner. And look at her. She's got one flashbang left. That's it. Nothing else to be able to hold this B push off. And look at this. This is just going to be a B execute. 2 defenders left at B. Hardly any nades on their back.
Rain's coming over, but she's only got a Molotov. That's the one flashbang. Emily takes huge advantage of it. Oh, she runs out of bullets. Pistols out, and she's got the dink, but not a kill. Rain went down as well to Sapphire, but look at the flank. The timing on this is huge. They don't realize the bomb's being planted, or else they would have spammed elsewhere, and they've both given up their position. Artstar and Thea, there is a kit in hand as well, but 2 players in the back left. Second orange is the huge danger spot. No HP. There's the spam. It comes through, and Thea needs to turn just about right now. Bouchard, free kill, and Exile with the peek on the follow-up. And that's a nice round win. 6-8 in the favor of Dig still, but 1 round left in the half.
Oh man, these rounds are so chaotic, but Able Esports, I mean, that kind of just favors them in this moment. They have the more bodies here towards B. They're the ones that are able to just make those trades go in their favor. So good on them to find that just simple B execute once they realize that Dig are just out of utility completely. And here's Milk trying to test her luck. She doesn't find anyone in her way there.
I decided to just stop talking so I didn't curse someone with catching a grenade. But Kimmy found a way to do it no matter what. 55 HP for her. A nice stack in the halls. Bouchard about to turn the corner. She's coming close. Emily to take contact, and she's the only one that's needed. first kill goes the way of Dig. Seems like she's a little greedy. I almost feel like she wants the AK-47. Smiley has been spotted. That's bomb on the ground. And Thea's got to be careful. No information. They're up mid, but a good flashbang blinds Sapphire. And the reign of terror continues. Dig is going to close out this final round of the half emphatically. All 5 players survive, and a 9-6 lead as they switch over to the offensive side. We're going to head to a halftime break, and we'll be right back to conclude Inferno.
Get on down, bust another move, get on down, bust another move, get on down, bust another move, get on down, down. Watch me groove, I move, I get so loose, I lose my cool. Watch me groove, I move, I get so loose, I lose my cool. Fly individual, high in the spiritual, life can get rid of you. This what I'm gonna do, kick off my shoes, get in the mood, get on down, get in the groove. I feel alive, I can't hide it. Look in my eyes, I feel excited. I got the Midas touch, and I'm the brightest. I'm gonna try my luck. Are you ready to roll? I'm getting on they last, I'm steady on go. I'm all up in the back, I'm heavy a pro. I take them all to class, I pit on the show. I do it with pizzazz, I polish my own crown. They know I'm in my bag, I body them on down. I'm who they can't pass, I handle my all frowns. They cameras all flash like this is my song now. Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down, down. Watch me groove, I move, I get so loose, I lose my cool. Watch me groove, I move, I get so loose, I lose my cool. Watch me do my thing. I get out of control, I take off like a plane. I groove, check the moves, I rock out with a bang. I do just what I do at the top of my game. Top of my game, lots spit to shame. Come deal with the crew, I stop them in a lane. Who's worried about who? I drop them with a flame. They coming for round 2, like watch me entertain, yeah. Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down, down. Watch me groove, I move, I get so loose, I lose my cool. Watch me groove, I move, I get so loose, I lose my cool. Bust another move. Hello. We will stand our ground.
Back in action for the second half. 9-6 in the favor of Dignitas as they lead Able Esports here in the opening map of the series on Inferno. I was going to say this isn't an elimination match. I just want to make sure it is not indeed. So if you're a fan of Able White, no matter what happens, if you're a fan of Dignitas, no matter what happens, we're going to see him again later on in this tournament. But for now, Dignitas has a nice little lead.
They do have a nice little lead, and Pistol starting off already really fast-paced for Dig. R-Star, she has not let go of W, neither has Milk, and they just kind of meet each other up towards this lane side. That's A-bomb side gone, but these two players in pit, they're still alive. Ooh. And although Sapphire, she does find the 1 kill in Emily, by that point, man, there's just so many Glocks in the A-bomb site.
Yeah, Thea's actually like a really cool player. Some of her aggressive plays on the CT side were super impactful. Sneaking into library now on the T side in this first run pretty much makes it an advantage in the round that has swiftly been taken away. And there's no kit. This retake has got to be fast. 1 smoke on Bouchard. She hasn't used it yet, though. Oh, they're set up. The crossfire works perfectly. While distracted by Rain, Artstar cleans him up.
And a good round coming out of Dig. I thought you've done it again, Jason.
Why does it always happen? Why is it like this? Like, I'm pretty sure no one could achieve this if they wanted to.
Except for Moses. That's how
I don't even want
fantastic you are.
to. I'm just calling it like I sees it.
Like I sees it. And Able, they're going to force right back into this round. I mean, this is a full investment coming out from them. And I don't like this. I don't like this. I think Able... I don't know. It's tough to say, right? It's tough to say.
I think they're spread a little thin here. Too much butter, or too little butter over too much bread type thing.
Yes, too much butter over too much bread. If I saw
fixed it.
something coming off the back of it, right, like a coordinated, all of them, either a stack or some sort of mid-round push, that would have been fine. But this just seems like a standard 3-2 setup. So off the back of this buy, I just don't think it's worth it at that point then.
Yeah, that's probably a fair statement. It feels like the strongest part of this defense with the utility that they have is the SMG boosted up towards the B bomb site. That's a nice kill for Sapphire, though, especially because everyone else had kind of backed away. Here comes that B hit. Oh, the hard clear of the boost is huge for Milk, and there goes Smiley. Nice double entry for Milk, and that's the round. Even with the kill towards middle, at this point when you're fully invested, might just want to save and back away and try again. Again, it's going to happen, isn't it?
No. Surely this time around, logic will come through here, and they should have to save these weaponries, but they decide to go for it. That one kill really egged them on. They felt the confidence, but now Bouchard, it's going to be tough to survive at this point. She does have a flash, though. She might be able to make things a little interesting. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, at this point, though, I mean, you're hoping for like maybe a 1D headshot on the exit. You want to save your Deagle more than anything, but you're just kind of hoping you can do enough damage for the bomb blast or get one kill. Regardless, even if they had lost that third player in that round, they'd be more than happy for it, as you said, considering the full investment from Able Esports. So huge advantage for Dig right now. 11-6, they should be able to get to 12 with no problem. Able Esports just can't even afford an investment, even if they wanted to.
They do have a flashbang, Jason. They've got one flashbang to work with, and you see Bouchard here. She's setting it up. Now, the timing and the mistakes have to be insane on the end of Dig for this to actually work. But we've seen crazier things. At the moment, Thea, she's going to test her luck. And this is either going to be a farm fest for her or something crazy is about to happen.
There's the pop flash in middle, and she clearly has the information from teammates. Only a 1-for-1, unfortunately. Emily is still waiting at the base of mid. She's got the bomb. The presence of 2 kills up mid. One more Smiley was spotted. So that's going to cause Dig to just run into that B bomb site. Artstar gets a double in middle, and 12-6 will be your score moving forward. And for Exile, I don't know, maybe save the Galil if you fancy that.
Maybe.
I think I don't know. The economy's in kind of I don't want to continue that discussion too much, but with the economy the way it is, remember when it used to be like a really cool decision to like save a Galil? You always had like one player on every team who was like really good with Galils, just for the economy benefit of it. It doesn't so much matter nowadays, but I'm a boomer, so I like to roll back the years once in a while.
Roll back those years, Jason.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, man.
The good old
I'm right
days.
there with you. But I guess my biggest question coming into this next round is, are we going to see an AWP on the back of Exile? Even looking back in that early first half Dig, Emily hardly had an AWP, but not that she needed it, right? I mean, she was top fragging. She was even leading in the ADR department. So definitely didn't seem like she needed it. But for Able right now, it could come through for them. But yeah, I guess Exile, she's just going to decide to go for the long game. She wants to keep that money pretty in her bank. She's going to hold on to that Galil and see if she can't form some sort of a cushion for herself. But right now, we're seeing kind of an echo here. I mean, Able, they're throwing out all of their utility early on as well, just straight from the bat.
Maybe both teams are a little nervous and afraid of the fast strategies, and they'll just roll the dice as we go into the mid round or the late round. They're doing a better job of holding on to their smokes and Molotovs than I think Dig was, but I guess let's hold those thoughts until maybe like the minute mark or 50-second mark. Milk is just waiting behind this smoke and some presence up middle, but no commitment yet.
Yeah, that pillar control right now, though. Oh, Timmy, a lot of flashbangs. That second one just kind of gets her, and she's lucky to actually get away with the one kill. That might encourage Smiley to go for more as well for herself.
Look at Thea. She's up middle. Smiley might be the point of action at the start, but Thea catching these flankers is massive. Holds her trigger for the right moment, and she's got a double. She's done it again. Oh, I don't know how she snuck in there so effectively.
looks like your eye. I mean, you caught it early on. You caught it early on. Saw that Thea was able to be really slippery actually towards this mid, because this is like the third or fourth time that we've seen her kind of making a home for herself towards that library arch position.
Yeah.
So definitely finding the optimal timing for herself, because this is just 2 freebies.
Yeah, I mean, even with like the first one not being a clean kill, you're still able to recover. That's how much she outplayed Able Esports. She just found the perfect timing to slip up mid. I'm just amazed that she was able to walk the whole way into arches. So fair play. 13-6. Thea's got 20 kills, 11 deaths. She's leading the whole server. Next up is Artstar at 19, and then Emily at 16. Over on the Able Esports side of things, it's Sapphire with 15 and Kimmy with 11. And then 9 kills on Bouchard and 6 each on Exile and Smiley. Still, it's a 7-round lead for Dig, and they are in the driver's seat down the stretch. And the money at this point is just shattered. I mean, from that, I'm assuming this is why you didn't like that second round bye, is now you're just facing such an uphill battle, and you still, 4 rounds into the second half, going into the 5th round, you haven't established your money.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just Sapphire working with Scraps on a Nova. We see an MP9 as well. The one shining light here is Exile. She's got that AWP on the defensive side. We see an A-Hall stack here, and that's a good pickup. Oh, that's a good flick from Sapphire with that Nova. And this A-Hall, I mean, it's shut down for business. That's a good hold coming out from Able, and Emily just spraying away while blind. At this point, I mean, Milk and Emily, they can still do a lot of damage, though. Able, they need to make sure they make this round win as clean as possible so that they have some money that they can actually work with moving forward. Sapphire, she's got the bomb right at her feet at the moment. And Dignitas, they've got plenty of time on the board to work with.
The rarely seen shotgun flick. Oh, Milk. She couldn't decide if she wanted to fight or to turn from the flash. She takes the fight, and that's fair play. No HP lost in a victory there. And even though the bomb is still down in halls, as you said, plenty of time. 42 seconds left. Kimmy needs that kill, and she's got it right around the edge of the smoke. It's all up to Emily. Kill. Yeah, that one's massive. Makes you feel much more comfortable in how this round is going to play out. And she's got a stack in halls. She's got an op at the deep corner and a rifle close up on the right side. So there's the shoulder peek and the swing. If she'd gotten Sapphire, we'll see what happens from there. But nice win for Able Esports. No more shotguns now. They get upgraded to rifles. Perfect scenario for Able Esports here, right in the nick of time. I mean, we just spoke about it. The money, they were working with Scraps. It was almost shambles, but now hopefully, potentially, this is some breathing room for them moving forward. But Dig, they still have money. They're still going to be able to have a healthy buy coming into this round as well. And I'm surprised to see no AWP on Emily so deep into this. Oh man, what a flash coming out of Dig. That's mid gone right off the bat, right away. Yeah, who needs an op if you're gonna jump right through a smoke? And nicely done from Dig with the pop flash. It's got to be a save for Kimmy, Smiley, and Bouchard, and that's indeed what they're doing over at the B bombs. There's an op on the ground. There's a freebie. A little garage sale going on Rap side if they want to get a free op. Doesn't look like it. Actually, that's a garage sale with a high-priced admission fee, though, Jason. There's quite the admission fee to be able to make it all the way towards Arch there and pick up that AWP. Yeah, well, I mean, we can see that the admission fee probably isn't as high as you'd think because no one's here. Now they're discovering that. And she still ignores the AWP. That's like, man, what was that show, like Garage Wars or whatever, where they'd go in and they'd like lift open the garage to the collectors, and you'd get like pick one item or something. Storage Wars? Wait, Storage Wars, yeah. Sure, that works. That's like, she lifted that garage and she saw an AWP on the ground and she didn't want it. Little does she know it's worth $4,750. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like that, though. You know, Emily, she's got a game plan coming into this one, and it seems like at this point, Dignitas, they know they've got full control. They keep getting this arch control. We saw Thea in library multiple times. We saw Emily just brute forcing her way in this last gun round towards that arch multiple times. So definitely, I mean, full control. It's in Dignitas' court, and Emily, she's absolutely feeling that. So she doesn't really need that sniper rifle.
And
yeah, I mean, why would you change it up if it's working this well? I
Yeah.
mean, that makes sense as also from that angle. Man, 14-7. 2 rounds away from a map 1 victory. Pop flash, late peek, late push down Banana. Smiley needs to get away. Good kill from Rain, but a better trade from Kimmy to keep the advantage in the way of Able Esports.
that's a lot of information for Dig here. And you see that reaction. Thea, we see her once again up middle. She's got the timing, she's got that pillar control, but she doesn't have quite as much space as we've seen her in rounds past. She's just kind of waiting around in a smoke, applying this wrap pressure, and this is actually going to be huge. This is going to relieve a lot of pressure towards that B defense. Right now, it's Kimmy all alone.
That wouldn't have been bad if she was able to get that kill. Then you put so much pressure on Kimmy. Off angle here, flashbang, who doesn't hit anything. Doesn't even blind her a little bit. Artstar trying to pre-fire the angle.
Where was
Not
that flash?
on point. Yeah, that, I don't know.
What the heck?
That didn't go like fully over her head, but it was, I guess, apparently right outside of her peripheral vision. So fair play. 8th round on the board for Able Esports.
Yeah, and good control coming out for Able right off the bat. I mean, they just kind of decided to use one pop flash, send Smiley all the way down Banana, find that duel that she wanted, and I gotta say though, Dig, I don't think they're gonna fall for something like that again though. Just the kind of one pop flash retake over Banana. I think they're definitely gonna be prepared for that. But you see here, once again, Able, they've got that 3-man stack towards that top B. Bouchard's got that flashbang out. She's gonna try to set her team up for success, but Dig, this time, they're not there. They've given it up. Uh-oh.
Ooh, another missed nade. And then Kimmy again is the victim. At least this time she's not dead.
Oh, wait, this might help out Able.
Oh, there's the push, and Milk never able to turn. That is a great sequence from Kimmy. Nice double kill, and I mean, deja vu all over again. Kills towards Banana, and the Dig attack that was already partially on mid has to turn around and deal with it in a 3-on-5.
The one hero Molotov kind of pushing Kimmy to go peek down Banana, and she's rewarded with 2 kills for it. So definitely MVP is that Molotov. And Artstar, she's kind of lurking towards this halls, but there are 2 defenders with their crosshair on her at the moment. So this timing, it's all going to come down to this lane hit as well. But these Molotovs, man, they're doing a good job. Oh, wait.
Ooh, hold the phone. Potter's got the jinx now. How's it feel? 2-on-2 and pit position taken up by Thea, who's got a triple. She's still got a shot at the ace. All 5 kills would be something special. She's got a smoke as well. I would imagine she would, I don't know, wait until use it at small pit later on, but that trajectory might give up her position. Now maybe even holding it for a Molotov perhaps as well. Instead used it at halls. Towards lane is where both players are, and oh, she missed her chance. A lot of damage onto Kimmy, and this position from Emily almost works, but damage is done to the other player, and it's a 9th round for Able.
Wow, what a retake coming out for Able right in the nick of time. I thought there was no world where Dig were going to lose that one out. I mean, you even saw Thea kind of setting herself up with that headshot angle because she was low. I thought it was perfectly played, but Able Esports, they just kind of brute forced their way in there, and you saw Thea, she was low on HP, so they make it work. And really, it was all off the back of Kimmy initiating that Banana control, finding the duel that she wanted from the get-go.
Not bad. Not bad at all. And now we've got a fast play towards the B bomb site. All 5 players, a lot of utility is used, but this is exactly what Able would want. They've been playing 3 players on defense here this whole time. Oh, the timing on Kimmy. She wants to put out the smoke. There's the first kill. A second as Rain jumps up, not able to transfer over to Thea. And Milk is just hoping and praying someone's going to come through that smoke. Bomb going to go down, and not a lot of utility for Dig to hold off this retake, but it's critically important. Still a 5-round lead to play with. Emily falls. Thea spamming through is able to connect a little bit more damage. Readjusting her position, and she's got another. There goes Milk. And a 1-on-2 as Thea transfers over. Taps away, that's the headshot. And now she's boxed in. Thea about to do something special. But the swing is wide, and she's got it. All 5 kills and ace clutch. And that's put Dig at 15.
Okay, Thea. Okay, Thea. Oh my God, that was so well played. She was under so much pressure. The Molotov at her feet made her move over to the left towards that dark spot. And that one tap through the
That was
defender
dirty.
coming through the smoke. That was so well played.
Yeah. Well, man, she had 3 kills in the previous round and a chance for the ace. This time she actually cleans it up. So fair play. 8 kills in 2 rounds and a massive 1 versus 2 clutch. But now we've got
Round
the auto
2.
shotgun and she's surgical, not auto, just a single pump. I'm gone crazy.
That Nova is making its appearance once again, and
Yeah,
Jason,
we've got
take
some
it away.
technical issues on this side of the table. It's a classic in the final round of potentially the game. Our feed has crashed, so we're gonna chill here. I'm not even hearing noises, Potter. So Thea's looking good. That's something to talk about.
yeah, she's looking really good. And I mean, it's not even just the fact that she's has crispy headshots and the most frags in the server, but her decision making, it's been phenomenal all half long. She's kind of been the linchpin that kind of ignites Dignitas to actually attack that A-bomb site. She's found the holes multiple times. So Thea's definitely been the highlight for me throughout this entire Inferno.
Yeah, she was fantastic, and we got back just in time to see the final round play out. Nice win from Dig, obviously highlighted by the performance of Thea, and especially towards the end. The triple kill into the round with the ace, that was absolutely wild. So that's well done from Dig. They've got the first map in the series underneath their belt. They're good, and we're going to head to a break, and when we come back, we'll get map 2 underway, so stay tuned. We'll see you there.